Acts 24:22 to 27. The delay of decision and the nearness of judgment. In this passage, the scene is set within the Roman administration of Judea, where Antonius Felix presides over the case concerning Paul. Having heard the accusations brought by the Jewish leaders and the defense given, Felix postpones a final judgment. Though he possesses a working knowledge of the way, he chooses delay over decision. Luke records that Felix, along with his wife Drusilla, sends for Paul and listens as he speaks concerning faith in Christ. What unfolds in this private audience is not a casual theological exchange, but a proclamation of realities pressing in upon that very generation: righteousness, self-control, and the coming judgment. These three themes are not abstract moral categories, but covenantal realities reaching their fulfillment. Righteousness is no longer defined by the law given at Sinai, but is revealed in Christ, apart from the law, yet witnessed by it. Self-control speaks not merely of personal discipline, but of a life governed by the Spirit rather than the fading structures of the old covenant order. And the judgment to come is not a distant, indefinite event, but one that was drawing near upon that very age, an impending reckoning that would bring the old system to its appointed end. As Paul reasons of these things, Felix becomes afraid. The fear does not arise from philosophical curiosity, but from the weight of what is being declared. The message confronts him with a reality he cannot evade. The age in which he lives is reaching its climax, and the authority structures he represents are not exempt from what is coming. Yet rather than responding with clarity, Felix replies, "Go away for now. When I have a convenient time, I will call for you." This is the language of postponement. It reflects a heart that recognizes the gravity of the message, yet seeks refuge in delay. The moment is acknowledged, but not embraced. Luke further reveals that Felix hoped for a bribe from Paul. Thus, he sends for him often and converses with him. This detail exposes the tension within Felix. He is intrigued, even compelled to hear more, yet his motivations remain rooted in self-interest. The message of Christ is received not as truth to be submitted to, but as an opportunity to be managed. 2 years pass in this state of indecision. During this time, the message does not change, nor does its urgency diminish. The delay does not alter the reality of what is approaching. Instead, it reveals the persistence of a system and a man unwilling to release control. When Porcius Festus succeeds Felix, the narrative notes that Felix leaves Paul imprisoned, does the Jews a favor. Even at the end of his tenure, Felix remains bound to the approval of men rather than to the truth he had heard. This passage stands as a window into a transitional moment in redemptive history. The proclamation Paul brings is not about securing favor within the existing order, but about the unveiling of a new reality already established in Christ. The Old Covenant world, with its temple, priesthood, and sacrifices, was standing on borrowed time. The judgment Paul speaks of is tied to that world's dissolution and the full manifestation of what had already been accomplished. Felix represents the hesitation of that age, an awareness of what is true, coupled with a reluctance to part with what is passing away. His fear acknowledges the weight of the message, but his delay reveals a heart still anchored in a system nearing its end. Meanwhile, Paul stands as a witness to the completed work of Christ and the certainty of what has been fulfilled. His message does not shift with circumstance, nor does it seek approval from earthly authority. It declares a righteousness already revealed, a life already secured, and a judgment already at the door. Thus, within this brief account, the tension between two worlds is made visible. One fading, sustained by delay and self-interest, the other already established, proclaimed with clarity and certainty, awaiting its full unveiling within that generation.